Hello and welcome to the Gemini March 2020 forecast reading. Right, those of you that don't know the channel, it's the Oracle Times, and my name is Jackie. I do tea leaf tarot and oracle readings. Okay, and today I'm going to use the Lenormand cards to give you the predictive elements for March 2020. I'm going to do relationship reading for those of you in relationships as well as those of you looking for relationships, and I finish off with the big energy for March 2020, the energy that will be the most useful for you. If you'd like personal readings, I do an amazing soulmate reading. You can contact me via my website. Once I've uploaded and done all the little bits, then I will add a link for my website. You can order your readings and also purchase your readings there. Right. So let's get stuck in. Okay, maybe tell you a little bit more. I'm in the bushveld in South Africa. For those of you that don't know, I live on a wildlife estate, so we're surrounded by zebras and giraffes and wildebeest and all that kind of thing. I've been promising everybody at some stage I will take you out there and show you what there is. So I will get round to that at some stage. And you might hear my little sausage dog Tiger barking at some stage because he's in here with us. Let's get stuck into your cards. Okay, so I have shuffled them all a bit already. I'm now just going to give a little bit of an extra shuffle. So Gemini, let's see what's in store for you for March 2020. One thing that did happen while I was busy setting up these, the most beautiful butterfly landed outside, and it really caught my attention. And a butterfly is always about beneficial change. It's about a metamorphosis into something better. So I have a feeling that is a bit of a theme for Gemini in March 2020. Right, first card coming up for Gemini March 2020 is the Fox. Okay. Second card coming up for Gemini March 2020. Ah, the Star. Isn't that nice? Okay. And third card coming up for you, the Mice. This is a mixed bag. Interesting. Fourth card coming up for you is the card that represents social events, getting together with your community, getting together with people. And your final card is the calla lilies. We call them arum lilies here in South Africa. Right, so what I see here is you looking back at the past, because that's the direction it's facing in this layout, and you look at it with a great deal of suspicion. So possibly in March you'll be looking back at something that gave you a bit of a run for your money, that gave you a bit of a hard time, that challenged you in some way, and it's made you very suspicious about where the future lies, what's lying for you in the future. However, what is lying for you in the future is guaranteed success, a wish fulfilled, especially wish fulfilled. I get that feeling. There's something lovely that's going to happen for you in the future. And it's showing up in your March reading. So there's a very good chance you will see something of it starting to happen in March, or the entire incident will happen for you in March. But you're looking back and you're still focused on something that went wrong in the past, okay? We do that. It's human. That's what happens. Whatever it was chewed away at you. Slowly but surely, it eroded your confidence, it eroded your optimism, it eroded your faith in the future. It seems like, though, group activities are going to be what takes you into your future, what helps you negotiate your way into that success, that good luck. And it's some kind of group activity that has a long life, okay? So it's a group that's been around for a long time. It's a group that maybe you've already had contact with for a while, and they're going to be around for a long time as well. So this is not a new group. It's a group that has a history and it has a future as well. So the group could be anything. It can be a club, it can be an organization, it can even be within your family or a group of friends as such, okay? So if we look at this message in its entirety, you are pretty focused in March on something that did happen, something that really eroded at your confidence, that eroded at your optimism. However, there's something good coming for you in March, something really nice coming for you in March. And like I said, it could be an entire situation that unfolds in March, or it's the beginning of it. You see this change. And like I said to you as well, I saw that beautiful butterfly while I was preparing for your reading, which says that a change for the better is definitely occurring for you in March. It's through a social situation. So maybe you meet someone in a social situation that introduces you to a situation or people that brings in this good news, that brings in this success, that brings in this wish fulfillment. And it's a social situation, like I say, that has long standing. So if it is a group or an organization or a club, they've been around for a while and they're going to be around for a while as well. And it is through that situation. So maybe you're invited to some kind of group or organization, is having some kind of occasion and you're invited. Maybe you already belong to a group or organization. And it is through them that that success, that wish fulfillment will happen for you in March, even though you are still pretty focused on something in the past that disappointed you or ate away or eroded at your confidence. But there's something good coming, definitely. That butterfly together with this star card, such a beautiful card, isn't it? Tells me there's something good coming. Right, let's move on to relationships. Now, these cards, or this reading, is for those of you that are in committed relationships, as well as those of you, shall I call them established relationships, as well as those of you that are looking for relationships, but it's also all kinds of relationships. It's not necessarily romantic relationships. Important relationships can be with your family, they can be with the people you work with. A lot of us spend most of our lives with the people we work with, don't we? Right, so let's see what's coming up here. Butterfly. There was also a lizard running around. There's a big lizard. Oh, there it is. It's still on the screen door. He's a striped lizard. She is, because she looks definitely pregnant and she's going to have babies. She's going to have little baby lizards in my house, and they're going to be running around, and they're really cute because that's what they do. They've got little orange tails and they've got stripes and they get really tame. You've got to watch them because they run underfoot. And lizards traditionally, in some symbolism, represents goals and desires, and sometimes a lizard showing up can mean that you're rekindling an old goal or desire. So something which you thought of in the past and you wanted in the past, there's maybe the chance for it to present itself into your life in the month of March. This is where this card could be playing the part, okay? The luck, the wish fulfillment could come via or courtesy of a wish you had quite a while ago, a goal or desire you had a while ago. Right, your first relationship, Gemini, for March 2020 card is codependency. I'm going to pull them first. I'll discuss what's written on the cards, then I'll tell you the story that actually comes with it. Your second card is calling in your soulmate. Okay, and there the message comes down for you already. I'm hearing it. Okay, and your third card is love yourself first. And we'll pick one more card for you, and that is engagement. Okay, very, very nice. So let's read what it says on the cards, and then I'll tell you the story that this is, the message that came with that very quickly too. Codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, that's what it says on this card. That's a very basic description. There's much more to it than that. Calling in your soulmate. Okay, nice card. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It does. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. What I see in this spread and the message that immediately came down for you guys is, and it's coming through quite a bit lately in readings, codependency is when we try to use relationships to fill a gap in our lives, okay? We all do it. Bar none, that's what we use relationships for. But the part they forget to mention so often is it's part of life, and we are wired that way for a specific reason. That wanting somebody to fulfill something in your life is how you draw someone in your life, and it's the evolutionary experience you signed up for. You want that. It wouldn't happen otherwise. The person wouldn't come into your life otherwise. The person that comes in is a soulmate. And somewhere along the line in the last few months, I'm getting the message, you have worked on your self-confidence. And it's shining quite brightly at the moment. Despite the fact that the fox is like, which is you, is focused on something that didn't go right, it oddly enough bolstered your confidence in some way. Ultimately, what this leads to, for many Geminis in the month of March, is engagement. You're going to be proposed to. Those of you that everything is lined up for that It's going to happen. Those of you looking for relationships, you're quite possibly going to meet somebody because you want them to fulfill a role in your life. There's nothing wrong with it. We hear too much about that lately. Codependency is wrong and wanting someone to fill. There are no wrongs. The things that you do in your life are because you want that experience in your life. This is the growth that you're looking for. This is the evolutionary experience you're looking for. So if you're lonely, you want someone in your life, it's meant to happen. It's part of your evolutionary growth. You're calling in a soulmate because of that. And somehow they bolster your confidence as well. And ultimately, that soulmate could be the one that you're going to be engaged to. At the bare minimum, this is going to be a long-term relationship. It has long-term potential written all over it. Those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, there might be some part of the relationship that's really codependent. It's the glue that binds you. And this is your soulmate. The evolutionary growth for your relationship is going to be that you need to realize, even though if you are depending on them, you're still you, and you're still brilliant, and you're still wonderful. You're great. Doesn't matter if you're dependent on them. And that is what is going to make that relationship long-term a good bet. Okay? So, like I said, you know, our cases get written quite badly lately about codependency, all the self-work. Don't be codependent. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to get knocked over the head by a few people for saying this. Codependency is part of life. It's who we are. We're human beings. That's what we do. And there's a good reason for it. Obviously, when it is destructive, it is not that good. But here in this reading, it is saying that acknowledge the codependency, but also acknowledge that you're a brilliant, wonderful being on your own. And that is the way that the codependency doesn't destroy the relationship. It just becomes a natural part of the relationship, and then the relationship has the potential to be a really, really long-term relationship. Okay. If you need a little more input on what I said there, just drop a comment in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. Okay. Now, the final card is about the energy for you in March that will be the most useful. In other words, it's an energy coming into Gemini's life in March that has the potential to make big shifts for you. That if you use that energy, you can really get places or go where you want to go. Okay, this is what this card is all about. And for you guys, this card is determination. Okay, well, that makes sense. On the card, it says determination is a passion for pursuit, leading you on a path of personal achievement. Basically, what that is saying for Gemini in March 2020, what you put your mind to, you are going to get, okay? Which is brilliant, because often we can put our mind to things and just hit brick walls or nothing at all, or get completely the opposite, right? So for you guys in March, what you put your mind to, you are going to get. Remember that, because that's a pretty potent one. So where you focus, that's what you're going to get. So make sure you focus on the things that you genuinely want. And to use that word that is also bandied about a little bit too much at the moment. Focus on the positive stuff, guys. Focus on the things you want. Focus on the creative building side of your life, on the things that will enrich your life and enrich you, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. Focus on that in March, because that is what you're going to be getting. Try to keep your mind off the things you don't want, because you're going to be getting that too then if you focus on it, okay? So whatever you're determined about in March, whatever you put your soul and your heart into and your mind, it's going to be delivered to you, because it's that kind of energy around for you guys in March. Right, that's your reading for March 2020. I do hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I will put a link below a little bit later for my website if you'd like personal readings or that amazing soulmate reading. And I want to thank you for joining me, for listening and watching. And there will be a weekly reading Friday afternoon time, GMT plus 2 hours, probably at about 2ish on Friday, 2 p.m. So I'm not sure where that is in the world. You'll have to look it up. Thank you for watching and listening, and we will speak soon.